One of the prime places you see herbs is in the supermarket. Don't know about you, but I bring those home and they tend to perish quite quickly. What is the secret to buying something in the supermarket and getting it to live on your windowsill?
Well, I think there's a number of things to think about. The first is that probably they're being grown in a very sort of poor peat-based compost, which will probably dry out quite quickly. So I would say if you can get them home and you can pop them into something a little bit, maybe like a sort of little bit of John Innes or something, that will be really good. And also I think what sometimes happens is that the plants almost get a little bit of shock. I mean, they've probably been wrapped up and put in artificial light for quite some time, and then they get moved out, and if it's cold between the supermarket and your car and then it goes into a warm house, I think that sometimes upsets them. But I think if you can get them into a good compost and actually give them a little bit of water until they get established. I talked about keeping herbs quite dry, but actually when you're getting them from the supermarket, you don't want to let them dry out, because in our homes, you know, particularly things like central heating can make it all too dry for them. And just see how they go. Use them, pinch them back, and if they do go, well, you can always get yourself some more.
And would you divide them?
Well, I think probably that's something you'll have to just see how the plant looks. I mean, particularly things like mint. I mean, mint is something which we think is pretty much indestructible, but actually it really runs out of steam quite quickly in a pot. And what I would say to people is that if you're growing mint at home in containers, then every spring at least it wants to be taken out of the pot, divided into quarters. 1 quarter goes back into that same pot and the other ones get potted up and either kept for later on in the season or given to friends. It's something we do here with all Alan's herbs and that he does, and it really does keep the vigour in them. You know, mint is one of those things that really does run out of steam quite quickly.